dreams come true. Enjoy the view. Oh, that's life. Take what comes along the way. That's love. Let it grow stronger every day. There's joy as the days go passing by. There's hope, a better life for you and I. Take our dreams and fly. Together we can try. That's life. Together we can try. Oh, that's life. We'll take what comes along the way. That's love. Let it grow stronger every day. There's joy and as the days go passing by. There's hope, a better life for you and I. We'll take our dreams and fly. Together we can try. That's a life. Right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. You're welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted. Shoot the moon and reach for Mars, you know you could. Yeah. And times are changing everywhere. Do we dream and do we dare? It's up to you, the door is open wide. Feel the rhythm of today, learn the part and join the play. The world is here, let's take it for a ride. You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could. Larger, larger than, bigger, bigger than, living hopes and dreams. Every boy and girl, higher, higher than, brighter, brighter than, all you wanted. And you know you could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You can have all you ever wanted. Hopes and dreams, every boy. You can fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You can have all you ever wanted. You know you could. We can see the world through open eyes and savor all the time before it flies. And every time you wake up, there's a new day that's calling out your name. Come join the game. Well, that's life. Take what comes along the way. Let it grow stronger every day. There's joy as the days go passing by. There's hope, a better life for you and I. Take our dreams and fly. Together we can try. That's life. Well, some things in this world were meant to be, like living life in peace and harmony. So follow where the road will lead you. Hand in hand we'll make our dreams come true. Enjoy the view. Oh, that's life. Take what comes along the way. That's love. Let it grow stronger every day. There's joy as the days go passing by. There's hope, a better life for you and I. Take our dreams and fly. Together we can try. That's life. Together we can try. Oh, that's life. We'll take what comes along the way. That's love. Let it grow stronger every day. There's joy as the days go passing by. There's hope, a better life for you and I. We'll take our dreams and fly. Together we can try. That's a life.
Hey guys, I'm Atakan. I'm studying at SSLC's Vancouver branch. I came to Canada February of this year. After my 2-week self-isolation, we started our education face-to-face. All is going well. I just got my first dose of COVID vaccine. After SSLC, I'll continue my education at Vancouver International College as class program. I hope to see you guys in Canada. Take care of all.
If you're living in Canada during the pandemic, you are eligible to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. This includes international students. Students at SSLC and VIC Career Campus may contact us either via email at info@studySSLC.com or by completing the form at studySSLC.com/contact if they have any questions.
All right, here we are. Beautiful sunny day in Toronto, blue skies today, and we're getting ready for some summer weather. How is Vancouver?
It's rainy today, but hopefully we'll see the sunshine again soon.
That's part of the charm of Vancouver, though, right? A little bit of
Yeah.
rain here and there.
Exactly, yeah.
That's
We
what
don't mind
keeps
it.
the nature so green. Great. All right. So welcome everybody to the Pathway Program webinar here at Spratshaw Language College. Today we're going to talk all about Pathway, the EPE program, and how this can help you set up for a future in Canada. We're really fortunate to have people from our team from across the country, from our Toronto campus, and from Vancouver. So first of all, my name is Heather. I'm the academic and pathway manager here at Spratshaw Language College in Toronto. And I'm also joined by Annalise, who is one of our pathway teachers, also from Toronto. And Annalise, you've been teaching this program for how long?
Nearly 4 years now.
Yeah, so you've seen hundreds of students come through the program and go on to some of our partners. Yeah,
Definitely.
you're responsible for a lot of success, I think,
Oh,
for
no.
our students. Great, so thank you for joining. And we also have Elias, who is our marketing manager and pathway manager as well from Vancouver. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah.
So we're going to walk through some details of the program and get some input from Elias as well about study permit and work permit options, and some details about our many, many partners across Canada. So first of all, let's talk about Pathway. What is it? EPE, we call it. The EPE program, as we can see from our slides, is English for post-secondary education. This is a really, really popular program for a lot of our students who want to study at college or university in Canada. And it means that you can directly enter one of our partner institutions, and you don't need to take any other English assessment like IELTS or other exams that can be quite stressful and difficult. And our Pathway program also really prepares you academically for success at college or university. We have a lot of students who maybe went to university in their home country, have been working for a period of time, and then want to come to Canada to continue their studies. And it's really difficult, I think, when you've been out of school for so long to jump right back into it in another language. So Annalise and our other team of teachers will definitely help get our students set up with that, those skills that they need. All right, so let's move on to why study EPE. As I said, this is going to give you the skills that you need to prepare for academic success in college and university. In the program, you will do a lot of different types of work. So intensive reading of academic texts that you will find in your university programs. Also listening comprehension and analysis. So you're learning about critical thinking skills as well. Writing skills is a big topic. I'm sure Annalise has been busy marking essays this week.
Yeah.
So writing skills, paraphrasing, summarizing, note-taking from lectures from teachers like Annalise, also from some other presentations that we have online. Essay structure, citations, which is really critical in your post-secondary education. And of course, research, which is key for any kind of work that you will do at college or university. So at the same time, you'll also learn a lot of academic English vocabulary. We have a group of students in each class, about 10 to 15 students. So you'll meet people from all around the world and have a chance to discuss a lot of different and interesting topics with them as well. Doing debates and also presentations is another key part of our program. And another very useful strategy is that our teachers are really experienced and have online tools and other tools that they can recommend to you to help you out with preparing and checking and editing all of this work that you'll be doing. So Annalise has a big long list of tools that can help you out.
Sure.
Yeah, great. So let's talk about some of the features of this program on the next slide here. So as we said, there's a big variety of college level curriculum topics. Annalise will go through a couple of these in a few moments. One of the biggest advantages is how much feedback our students get. This is the best way to improve your speaking, your writing, your reading and listening tests. You get very detailed feedback from the teachers, and that way you can kind of adapt and improve the areas that you need to work on. We have a big workload in this program. There's lots of tests and assignments, but that just means you get a lot more practice with all of these skills. Another great feature of the program at SSLC is our academic counseling. We have counselors and advisors that speak your language So they can always help you and guide you if you're needing some extra help managing the stress or the workload of this program. We can also help you with your university applications or program selection. So Elias and myself, we submit a lot of university applications for our students, which saves you guys a lot of time and energy to try and sort out the rules and the forms for all of that. Another great benefit when our schools are open or when our partner schools are open is campus tours, campus visits, and information sessions. So we have either representatives from our partners visit our campuses and share a presentation with our students, or we can also arrange for our students to visit a partner campus, see what's going on there, see the campus, the classrooms, and get a firsthand look at where they would be studying. These days with the coronavirus, we've been fortunate to have online webinars with most of our partners, and all of those are still available pre-recorded on our website, studySSLC.com. You can watch all of the partner webinars. Elias was running most of those, so you'll see his face a lot. And we have a huge number of partners to check out, so make sure that you visit the site and learn some more about them. So main priority for this program is direct entry into leading post-secondary institutions. This is really going to give you an edge and set you up for success in Canada. So next, let's talk a little bit more in detail about the pathway program, the typical class, and the students. So here we have some details about the duration. Annalise knows all the details about this. So 12 weeks long, 3 modules, yeah, and 26 and a half hours per week. So this is a full-time program. Annalise, what is like the daily schedule?
Starting at 9 o'clock Toronto time for me. My classes, since I'm in Toronto, the Vancouver classes, I would assume start on Vancouver time.
Yeah.
We usually start with a vocabulary class. We do some reading. We will have a break in there somewhere, usually about 15 minutes, so that you can, stand up and stretch. It's a long time to be in class straight. We'll break for lunch for about an hour. The afternoon class is done with a lot of listening and speaking, and catch up on anything people didn't understand. A lot of one-on-one time in the afternoons, which is really nice.
Yeah, and that's so important, I think, for a lot of students, is to have a chance to get that feedback and also ask those detailed questions that they might not want to ask to the group, or they might not have a chance during the regular lesson.
Yeah.
And I think it's good throughout the day you change the topic. So it's not just reading all day or writing all day. Each skill has a focus each day. So that's great benefit. And on Fridays, we finish a little bit early as well, which is always good to get the weekend started from 2:30 on Fridays. Yeah. Great. And what about the modules? If we go ahead to the next slide here, as you said, there are 3 modules. Can you give us a breakdown of some of the themes of each module and some of the key skills that are studied in each one?
Yeah, so vocabulary tends to be throughout. My vocabulary is gone right now. I don't know what happened to it. We study vocabulary. Each module, we study a little bit of grammar, and then we study a part of the academic word list, which is a list of the most common words used in academic English. By the end of the program, you really get a good sense of, in reading an academic text when you're in university or college, you're not going to be overwhelmed by new vocabulary, which is really nice. In terms of topics, we do have topics on education, like where students, I'm sorry. It's been a long day for me. We just finished a topic. I'm in module 2 right now, which I don't know if we have the program.
Yeah, we have on the next slide.
So module 2, our topics were child development. Okay, so that would be like nature versus nurture. Are you more like your parents, or do you act more like your friends? We just finished writing a topic on globalization. which was really, really interesting. And one of the things I really like about that topic as an essay is because the students really get to put their own feelings and their own interests into that essay. So I had one student write about the drug trade because she's from Colombia and she found that that was a really interesting topic. I had another student write about gaming and how, you know, the electronic games and playing things like World of Warcraft and League of Legends are this new global phenomenon. And that's really, really interesting where students get to put their own interests out. And that's really great for development as well.
Yeah. So it keeps it interesting while they're writing an essay. You can research what you want. Yeah.
Yeah, research is really interesting. And being able to learn how to do research yourself too. Research it's tricky. You know, you go online and you get overwhelmed because, I mean, Google is just, they have so much stuff. So learning how to do the right kind of research, where to look, how to find the right kind of articles, that's a really important thing to learn. And something that, I mean, if you haven't written an essay before, something maybe you don't know how to do. And so that's one thing that we do a lot of focus on is where are you getting your sources? Where are you finding your research? And this kind of gives you a step up when you're going into university and college later on.
Yeah, I think for me, when I started university, other than the library and the actual physical books, which are kind of maybe outdated resources these days, I didn't know where to find my information. And especially if English is not your first language and you haven't done this research in English before, you might not know how to start looking for that. So Annalise will help you with that and give you all the tools that you need. Yeah. So globalization and child development, these are really big themes that no matter what field you eventually go into, this will tie into that. They're very general in every field. And the third module on the next slide here also has a couple of different topics: cultural studies and climate change, very relevant these days. We're always hearing about climate change. Annalise, maybe you can add some other details about the types of assignments. I know they have essays. How many essays are usually completed by students each module?
So there's 2 essays each module. We really run through it step by step. We start out with an outline and we do a few drafts together. We do a lot of peer review. So looking at each other's essays, figuring out how to make them better. We really focus on holding hands through the essays. So especially for students who are coming from countries where maybe it's not common, everybody feels confident by the end. So you're writing 2 per module. By the end of the 3rd module, you've written 6 essays. And you've done well by the end of them, so it's pretty good. We also do a great in-depth look at a specific article on a topic. So this month, Module 3 is nutrition. We take a look at the Canada Food Guide. We take a look at some nutrition information. Why is it important? How do we know that this is good nutritional advice as opposed to bad nutritional advice? And that sort of thing as well. So looking in at how to read the texts, how to understand what is inside those texts.
Great.
There are tests for this module, of course. There's vocabulary tests. We have 2 per module. There are some reading tests, which are great to help you sort of figure out where your strengths and weaknesses are when it comes to reading. Comprehension is really important. And so these tests sort of help you figure that out. What kind of things do you need to work on? Do you need to work on vocabulary when you're doing your reading? Do you need to work on understanding the grammar points? That sort of thing. It really does help. And then, of course, we have presentations.
Yep.
They're a little bit harder, but they are interesting. And some of my presentations this month have been absolutely incredible on topics like World War II history. And I had one that I just watched on the new invention for what to do with plastics, since plastic, recycling it doesn't really work so well. So what can we do instead? So people get to choose their own topics and then do a presentation on that, which also makes it a little more interesting. You're not stuck focusing on a topic that your teacher chose for you.
Exactly.
That you like.
Yeah, so they have to pick the topic, research the topic, prepare a presentation, usually with PowerPoint as well, right?
PowerPoint or Google Slides or whatever slide program you want to use. Yeah.
And also share the citations list so that they can prove where they found everything. So On top of speaking practice, pronunciation practice, it's also all of those academic skills to prepare and deliver a presentation. Yeah. Which is, of course, something they have to do in university or even later on when they start working. It's a skill that we all need to have.
Definitely. Where do you find this information? How do we get it? Where did it come from? Absolutely.
Yeah, great. And what about the workload? You mentioned, okay, essays, presentations, reading, listening, tests.
I'm trying not to scare anyone away, but it is a heavy workload. This is a full-time program. There is homework at least once or twice a week. There's specific homework for vocabulary or something. This is set up very much like a college or university course might be, where you are really responsible for taking care of the assignments that are due. You know when the due dates are, you know when you have to have things done by. I will remind you that things are due, but you are responsible for getting that done, which is very much like what's going to happen in college. You might get a little less reminding in college, university. But there is, it's not an overwhelming workload. Showing up to class, doing your work, doing, your vocabulary homework at night, something like that. It's manageable.
Yeah, it teaches, I think, time management, which is a skill that we all need. And as you said, it's a crash course into an actual university program where you have to be responsible for all these different things. You have multiple different classes at the same time. You have to manage when to work on different assignments to have them done on time.
Yeah, I have had one student or one or two students come back and say, "Oh, Annalise, thank goodness I had your class because college is easy."
But because you prepared them so well. Yeah. Yeah, so it is a full-time program. We have had some students who also are working at the same time. So it is manageable to carry on with other things in your life. But yeah, there is a commitment to complete all the tasks and get them submitted by the deadlines.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Great, thank you so much. So what about like future opportunities? As we mentioned, EPE program gives you direct entry into one of our partner institutions. We have a lot of partnerships that we've worked hard to formulate over the years. Elias, can you share a little bit of information about our partners? Where are they located? What can students study? Something like this.
Sure. We have close to 50 pathway partners here in Canada, and they're located all the way from east to west Canada. We even have a partner in Yukon University up in north. So we have a variety of public and private colleges and universities our students can choose from, and obviously they have many different programs that our students can go both in undergraduate level and postgraduate level, and we have some agreements where our students can go to MBA programs, for example, master's programs directly from EPE. Obviously, with EPE, they satisfy the English requirements of these colleges and universities, but they also need their, if they're going for an undergraduate program, obviously, we need their high school transcripts and diplomas, right? And if they're going for a post-grad program, they need their university or college degrees or transcripts. And we have many options in different regions. And in Canada, especially the public colleges are located where there's a need of a specific, let's say, industry, or they run programs where it's needed. So they can, for example, they want to take hospitality, they can take it everywhere, but for example, they can do it in the Niagara region of Toronto or Ontario, right? Or here in BC, they can do that, or in Vancouver Island. So whatever their specific needs are, we have a program for them.
So there's a chance to like network and build a life in the field that you want, in the place where you want to stay after. Exactly.
And obviously, we've been talking about our partners programs over the past year since COVID started, right? We've been running weekly webinars with them, going through their programs for international students, their admission requirements and all that. Obviously, with these programs, once our students graduate, they're able to apply for a post-graduation work permit here in Canada, up to 3 years in, and continue living in Canada, working in Canada, and then from there on apply for a permanent residency in Canada. So they have lots of options.
Yeah, so our pathway program is the first step into that immigration process, or if you're planning to work here, it's a really good setup to get your English and academic skills up to the university level, start your university, and then start working right after that.
Yeah. And I always mention this, EP is not designed to just skip IELTS or TOEFL or any other English proficiency exam, as just Annalise explained and you explained. It's really important to learn these skills, these tools, because you're going to need it when you go to a college, because I know it, I've been there, and it wasn't easy. And I got to learn these skills that we teach in EP when I was in a college, in a public college here in Vancouver. So I didn't know these before. So it's extremely important. And some of the textbooks that we use today in EP, I used to, use it in college, in a college setting. So it's extremely important to learn these skills so that you'll be successful when you go to a college or university, because regardless of what you study here in Canada, even if you study math or calculus or whatever you want to study, you need English. You need English in the first year, and you need English for your third year.
Yeah, so it's not just an English program, it's English and academic preparation. So as Annalise said, the vocabulary or the words or the articles that you will find in university will not be a surprise after you finish our program. You will have encountered these things before. So it gives you really a leg up to be able to get through the first semesters of your college successfully, and not have to worry about the English level or the academic skills. Yeah,
and on top, you won't need to take any IELTS or TOEFL or anything. Yeah. That's just
another bonus.
Yeah,
always nice. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So our program. There is a question here: how many semesters does it take to complete the pathway program? So as we said, the pathway program is 12 weeks long, 3 modules. So every month we do a different module. So if you enter directly into our pathway program, you will finish in 12 weeks. And then you can immediately start your university classes. So we always keep up to date with the application deadlines for colleges and universities. So we know how much time you have to submit your application before starting your college classes. So 12 weeks duration.
Yeah, it's a great question. We get this question a lot from students or our partners, our agencies. Okay, I have, let's say, IELTS 6.0, do I still need 12 weeks? Yes, because this is how our agreements are made. And also you really need the 12 weeks to complete the program, right, as a whole. So you need to achieve 80% from the overall coursework and 65% in the exit test. Then you'll be good to go.
Yeah, and that will give you access to a million opportunities. At any of our partners. So there's opportunities for studying anything, certificates, diplomas, bachelor's, master's, a lot of options, and pretty much any field that you would be interested in, from business like biology, hospitality, childcare. We had, I think, one student who went on to hairdressing. A lot of different paths that you can choose after our program.
I had a biochemical engineering student come through. It was very interesting. Presentations with her were really cool.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter where you are in your education. If you are just finished high school, this program will prepare you academically and in your English for university. or if you already attended university before and now you're looking to expand your education in Canada, this will help you get back into that academic mindset so that you'll be able to jump right in
but also a lot of the requirements for universities and colleges here in terms of academics are different than maybe the ones in your home country. And
Yes.
so this is a really good preparation to learn about what the Canadian requirements are. What are the academic requirements for universities here? Because maybe your country has never had you write an essay.
Yeah.
A lot of you've never written an essay before, never done presentations before, never done a close read of an academic text. And so learning these things really is going to help you out.
Exactly. Yeah. Great. So as we said, with our partners, there's a lot of advantages for paths that you can take. We have a list here of just a few of our key partners. Anywhere, as Ilya said, from the Yukon, Vancouver, Victoria, all the way across the country to Toronto. We have a partnership with the University of Prince Edward Island. So if you want to live in a big city or a small town or an island, there's options across the country for you following our Pathway program. And a lot of our partners also have some other benefits for Pathway and international students. Elias, a few of them have mentioned scholarships and application fee waivers or special events for international students as well.
Yes, thanks for bringing that up, Heather. Our students, yes, they also get those exclusive benefits of, for example, application fee waivers. You know, we help them with the applications and we get application fee waivers. And from time to time, our partners inform us about their scholarship opportunities for our students. And we've seen this over the past year during our Pathway webinars. So our students get to use those benefits as well. Yeah. So
Yeah.
they have lots of options.
A lot of perks. Great. So our program now, because of the pandemic, we have shifted a little bit and we're offering it online. And there is a list of admission requirements listed here. So basically any recognized international English language equivalency test score like IELTS or TOEFL or TOEIC will be accepted. So for TOEFL, we need a score of 61, for TOEIC 650, IELTS 5.5. All of these will give you admission into our EPE program. Or we have quite a few students who enter the program from our ESL program. So if you start out with a lower level of English, we can also help you out to study ESL all the way up to an advanced level. And then you can enter the EPE program after our skills-focused level 4 class or skills combined level 7-8 program. So this is another way to enter EPE. Or if you're a new student coming from outside, we also have an entrance exam that you can take. This is a multiple choice test with an essay component and also an interview. So if you pass that exam, you can also enter into our program. So if you would like to join the program or you're interested in that, you can contact one of our advisors to arrange a entry test or talk about some of the other admission requirements if you have one of these test scores already. So about the delivery and schedule of our program, if you are studying in the online program, we have some technical requirements. So you should have a computer or a laptop or a tablet with a video, webcam, and a microphone so that you can participate as we are now. You can talk and communicate and see everybody. So it's just like in the physical classroom. You also need to have a reliable internet connection. So depending on where you live, you might need to upgrade your connection. We do use a lot of online tools. So we will do our best to set you up with access to all of those. And That's it for technical requirements. Yes. Okay. For the delivery, we have classes starting every month. The next starting date is actually Monday, May 31st. And then every 4 weeks, there's another program starting at each of our campuses. So at the moment, the online program, we are delivering it in Toronto with Annalise. This is from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We also run it from Victoria from 9 until 3:30 Pacific Time. And our Vancouver campus has an evening class as well. So if you're working during the day or the time zone of your country doesn't fit with the other programs, we have this very popular evening program from 5 to 11 p.m., 11:30 p.m. Pacific Time. And all of those Fridays, you get a little bit early day off. So that's a benefit to start your weekend early. And because our Vancouver campus is open, we also have on-campus options. So if you arrive in Vancouver and you want to study in class with the teacher and the group of students, this is running from 9 to 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time on campus. And there are a very detailed set of rules and arrival instructions that should be followed to welcome any new students to our Vancouver campus. And again, our advisors can help you out with that. But our on-campus class is open in Vancouver. Great.
Exciting.
It is very exciting. So as I said, every 4 weeks, this program starts again in Victoria, Vancouver, and Toronto, online or on campus, all day or in the evening. So there's options for everybody, no matter what your schedule, which is really great. And all you have to do is submit your English test or entry test to enter this program, and then you'll be able to start your pathway to college or university in Canada. Great.
Yay.
So do you guys have any other details that you would like to add? Maybe I'll just finish up then with some
Summarized, Heather. We are open here in Vancouver and Victoria, and hopefully soon we'll be back on campuses in Toronto as well. But if students want to study here in a college or university, they don't have to wait, right? They can start our EP program from their home countries. They can complete that, take it for 12 weeks, and then apply for the college or university that they want to go with our help, and then apply for their study permits and come to Canada. So
Exactly.
That's another advantage right now. We have different time zones, right? We run it in Toronto time zone, Vancouver time zone. We have evening schedule as well. So wherever they are in the world, they can just join our EP program and complete it. So they don't have to pay extra for accommodation and all that, right?
Exactly.
But if they also want to come here and take EP here in Toronto, they can also do so. Our students arrive in both, Toronto, Ontario, and BC. Right now, our borders are open. They can apply for a study permit and come to Canada. So, they've been asking this question. Are you guys open? What's going on? And when I tell this to students, and we've been open since last year, July, here in Vancouver and Victoria, and they're usually surprised. And we never closed our campus here in BC, actually, in Vancouver. We were open in Toronto for some time, but things got worse, and then we had to go back online. But it's okay. Nothing has changed. Their hours are the same, right? The quality of teaching and our programs has not changed, so they can take it online, and in some cases it's a convenient thing to do so, right?
You can stay in your pajamas. You don't have to wake up early.
Yeah.
Roll out of
Don't have
bed.
to use the subway.
Exactly. So So
Yeah.
it's time to take advantage of this and improve their English and their academic skills, academic English, and then build their future in here in Canada.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great.
We do have a couple questions underneath. Could you tell us more about fees and scholarships? And can I hold my place in university during this using this Pathways program? So I would.
Maybe we'll pass that to you.
Sure. You can go onto our website for the fees, but we have different scholarships, different promotions for different regions most of the time. So please contact us. You can just go on to, and Jim can share our email address or our website here. You can even just text us or just type on our website. We have advisors that speak your language. So you can even email us in your own language, and we'll get back to you with the prices and everything. And for the second question, yes, you can. As soon as you register to our EP program or to our ESL program, ESL plus EP, you can also do that if you're coming for long term. We can apply and get your conditional letter of acceptance from a college or university here, and you can save your spot. In those cases, you would have to pay your first semester's fee, or colleges and universities ask for a deposit, and it ranges from $600 to $5,000 depending on the college or university. So once we do the application and you make your payment, you can save your seat for the fall term or next year January term. We can definitely help you with this.
Great.
So
Perfect.
Great.
And I don't see any other questions in the chat box on my screen. I think I missed the previous ones. So why don't we just leave it there? And for more information, or if you have any questions, you can visit our website, www.studySSLC.com, and reach out to one of our advisors for some more information. So we hope to see you guys in our ESL or Pathway program so we can get you set up for success in Canada. So thank you so much for joining us, everyone, and I hope you all have a good afternoon.
you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.